Hey, this is RaS-Metalinfy back at you again with another raw and unedited video. And yeah, we're going for another MRE. This is the last of my MREs, but this ain't going to make much sense. This is menu free, chicken noodles and vegetables, which I've done before. But yeah, next week's video is going to be the second one. It's going to be the one I recorded before this. And literally, I just wanted to do this one first because I wanted to make a bit of an explanation about the something's wrapped up in my microphone here. I wanted to make a bit of an explanation about the last video I recorded, which will be next week's video. Basically, it starts off with me halfway through the MRE because I had a big screw up in the recording of it. It basically stopped at some stage. I never realised it stopped, and yeah, I don't know how it happened or why it happened, but it ended up with me having to start the recording again, and the original footage, it didn't just stop, it actually fully, like, I couldn't get it back, so I couldn't even add it on. I couldn't just continue my video and snap the two videos together. I tried to explain it in the video when I re-recorded, but I was a bit annoyed with what had happened, so I kind of don't think I explained it too well. So yeah, that'll be next week anyway. You'll see me doing my second of the three. This is the third of the three, but yeah, so this is my latest recorded one, but next week's video will be last week's video, kind of. Yeah, I hope I'm explaining it well enough to you guys. Basically, I'll explain in the video. Yeah, it kind of screwed up, so when I start, instead of sitting down here doing the intro and showing you what I'm going to do, it starts with me basically with most of the stuff on the tray already. Luckily, I hadn't started eating or anything, because obviously I couldn't have brought back anything I had eaten. I just got everything out, and the meal was still like cooking and stuff, so it was okay. I didn't miss too much, but I was going to just quit it and just scrap that video completely, but then I thought about it, and I had already said I was going to do the 3 videos, so I thought, why not do it? So yeah, next week's video. So this video I'm recording today on the 23rd of November, and it'll be coming up on the 24th of November, so if you're watching this the day of release, it'll be 24th of November, and basically the video coming up on 30th, would it be? 31st, I believe. Next Friday, the video coming out on the 31st of November, I think it's that, or the 1st of December, whatever it is. Yeah, that video is going to be an older video, so it'll be a bit confusing because I might be talking about, I think I mentioned doing this one in it next week, so I'm sorry to confuse you guys. And also, before I get dug into this one, I'm not sure what's coming up before Christmas. I might throw in a few gaming videos. I hope you guys don't mind me throwing in a bit different. I know they don't get as many views as my thingies, not that these get that much, but they always get more than MREs. Just because coming up to Christmas, buying presents and all that stuff, I just haven't got any MREs to do. This is literally the last thing I have to review. I've got an Infinity Crate coming, my last one of them. Should be coming in the next week or so, so I'll probably put that up 1 week. That'll probably be the first December video. And then in December, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do until over Christmas week. I might have a week off or two over Christmas. I might not put anything up, but at the same time, I might throw something up. Maybe a review of something I get, or yeah, just a Christmas greetings video, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll get started so I don't bore you all to death with my talking. And as I've showed before, it's the menu-free chicken and noodles in vegetable sauce. One I've done quite recently again, but I'm always happy to do. Actually, there's something still in there, sneaking in. This spoon nearly got away. And I'm setting up, ready to go. I think I've got everything good. I'm about to start, I've just been asked to start some Guild Wars missions. So, Guild Wars guild missions. So I might be going for that after this, but I've got plenty of time. I think they don't start till for another 45 minutes or so. So let me get this going first. Let's get the meal. That's the meal, yeah. Chicken with noodles. There's a date on this. I've never noticed that before. The I don't know if it's been on all of them. It's very hard to show. There's 2 little circles. They're like stamps. They're quite blurry. They're both US inspected stamps. Inspected for wholesomeness by US Department of Agriculture, and US inspected and passed by Department of Agriculture. So that's quite cool. I've never noticed that before. May have been on all the time. May not have been. Let's get the meal. And you see I've pushed my keyboard here. I've got my keyboard tray out quite hard quite far because there's a big gap here. I don't like it, so you're basically looking down at my crotch. So I've pulled this out, and I've also pushed this thing back because I think I've got a very sensitive space bar. I think that may have been the video ender that I hit the space bar at some stage, but I'm not 100% sure. And this one has a dessert. It has the mango peach apple sauce, which I'm actually going to try warming up. I've never tried it warmed up before, but hopefully these two fit in together. And by the time I get around to trying everything and thinking, it won't be that hot, so let's get going. Oh, not as that. No. Oh, see, that just fell onto the space bar, but luckily it weren't that sensitive. Jesus, I'm going to be nerve-wracking now, trying not to touch. Because like, if I'm watching something sometimes, I'm sitting back and watching it, I've actually paused the like TV or paused the YouTube video. So I'm just trying to squeeze these in. It might be too much of a thing actually. What I'm going to do is take the applesauce out and put it in. This one in, and I'm going to put the other one on the outside of it. Yeah, I'm sorry to do this off camera. I know it's kind of you just looking at nothing while I'm doing this, but oh no, look, the thing's folded up in the bottom. That's why I've not been able to get this. The heater pad actually folded up underneath itself, so that wouldn't have worked at all. There you go. Now it's in nicely. Let's get my water in. Yeah, what I was saying is I've been watching a film and I've knocked my keyboard tray, and it's actually shook enough to pause the video. So that's one thing I'm trying not to do. Yep, that is perfectly between the two lines. I need the cardboard sleeve here. Just shaking the water around in there, getting it over the whole heating element. Come on, work with me. Yeah, it's starting. I'm starting to hear the hiss. Oh, yeah, and this is when it starts getting really hot parts. There you go, it's starting to hiss away there. And you can see the smoke coming out quite strong. And I'm going to slide this one in here. So it probably won't get as much heat as being in the bag, but it should still get enough to warm it up a little bit. And I'll leave that over the side over here, out of the way. Why has that gone out quickly? Did that not work having that other one there? I'm still hissing, it's just not smoking as much as I'm used to for some of the good ones. Let's dig into everything. So we have some Skittles, sour Skittles, American ones. I think they're different to our Skittles. I don't know if we can get Skittles sours. I don't really eat sweet, so I don't know actually if we have them, these ones. I know we have Skittles, but out this, and this can go into here. No, I don't think I've ever seen Skittles like this with the sugar on the outside of them. I thought I'd had sour Skittles in an MRE before, but I just can't remember the sugar on them. Maybe I haven't, maybe I have, I'm not too sure. So we have the mango peach applesauce card. So it just says ingredients: apple, mango puree, high fructose corn syrup, peach puree, sugar, water, absorbic acid, and it's Warnick Company. So yeah, there's no date on anything. There's also, I didn't get a bag for a date actually. Don't think it did because it's a Warnick one. They don't have the dates, do they? Nah. Nope. Some of them do have them like drawn on. So beverage bag as well is going to go over here for now. It's going to go into my cupboard of bits and bobs. I've lost the lid again. Oh, there it is. Never mind. And next we have the crackers. There's that nice hiss. So it was airtight. Annoyingly, crackers again. Nothing wrong with the MRE crackers. It's just kind of, I've wanted snack bread for ages. I haven't got a wheat snack bread in a while. I've got cracker ones and tortilla ones. Just haven't got the snack bread in a good while. Here's the crackers. I'll leave the little bag till late. We have our drinks. Let's make up our drink, which is a tropical punch. Nice. Nice, been getting nice different drinks recently. I really need to get some, I think I talk about it in my last video, which will be my next video, getting some more rations. So guys, hit me up please if you sell rations and such, and I want to get newish rations. I'm not really into trying the really old ones, but I would to a degree, probably would try them. Let's get my MRE spoon. But I want to try quite a few that I haven't tried before. Foreignmre.com. Guys, check him out. He's a YouTuber. Does rations and has a website. Check out the website. Has some really awesome rations on there. And there's a few that I want to try on there. Like Canadian one, Chinese one, Kazakhstani one, I think. And there's definitely a few on there that I want to try. But I need to talk to him. I need to talk to you, dude, if you're at some stage. I don't think it'll be before Christmas now, sadly, because of money situations, but I need to get the lowdown on costs because, yeah, I know it's coming from America to UK, and I have been bummed out a few times by extra costs on things. So, there's a big bundle of powder at the top of this and not going down. So yeah, I need to talk to you, dude. I'll talk to you at some stage. I'll probably hit you up with some messages and stuff about maybe after Christmas getting some bits together. This ain't, some of this is not going. But it's just like frothing into a weird mousse sort of thing on top. Tell you what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep stabbing it in a bit. I'm gonna leave it here to settle. It might soften up a bit. And if not, I'll probably just skim it afterwards. Right, we have strawberry jam and peanut butter. Nice, for the crackers. I'm going to separate the two because I'm probably going to do my usual and use one with the main course and one with these on it. I'm going to get this out because I want to get the thing to clean the spoon. Open up there. Accessory kit. Cinnamon gum, the genial coffee again. Got 2 cups for no reason. I'll just get that coffee to there. Get ready to get that going. We have creamer. And the video's still rolling. Hasn't stopped yet. Creamer again, as usual. I've probably said it every time I do it, but I'm only using half. That's too much creamer for me in there, being that I particularly don't like the taste of it. And also the sugar, just a small amount of it. And what else have we got? We've got the matches, which won't be used. We have salt for our meal. We also have hot sauce for our meal, and sadly it's the one I don't like that much. It's the one that don't have much flavour, so I might not use that today. We have our moist towelette, and we have our toilet paper, which I'm going to use now to wipe the spoon down. I didn't give the dates on stuff again. Didn't really check, but that is the date on one thing, 7030. And so it's going to be on average around that, so that'll be able to give you the approximate date of this pack. Just going to wipe this spoon off to get some of the hard bits of powder on it. Better move the gum actually. I'm going to have to put the applesauce in one of these things. Put the rest of that tissue there for after. And let's put some peanut butter and jam. It's actually called jam, I just realised that. And they're usually called jelly in the American ones. Actually, I'm not sure. I think most of the MRE ones are called. I may just use both of them for peanut butter as this peanut butter and jam this time because there's so much. And the strawberry jam. I love, probably my favourite type of jam, strawberry jam. This is a nice thick one. It's usually quite a liquidy jam. It's like I'm doing an art piece or something. Freaking hell, I'm not meaning to thing it. It's just the way it's coming out. Yeah, and I'll leave them here. Try and get them to stay there. Yeah, that's it. So now it's just waiting. Let me add the water to my hot drink. I'll use the back end of the spoon now. And I think I'm going to skim this because, as you can see, it's forming quite a gunky top, which I don't know why. Is that to do with age, or is it just not stirring it enough? I'm not using the bag, but I've never seen it before. And I always do these the same way, so I've not seen it this bad. I know I have seen the... So let me stick that there. And let's get our meal over. Yeah, it's nice and hot. Oh, again I hit the I dropped the thing onto the keyboard there, and luckily just missed the button. And the applesauce is nice and warm. Parts of it are, I probably should have turned it around or something at some stage. It is pretty hot actually though. I like putting it in this little compartment here on the side. Actually makes it look like you've got more than you do. You put it in one of them bigger ones, it just looks very sparing. It smells like hot cider when it's warmed up. Here we go. And this is ready to pour out my main. It's one of the nice ones. It's quite simple as far as the MRE meals go, but it is one of the nice ones, this chicken noodle pasta. I would like some of the, instead of the hot sauce that I don't like, I wouldn't mind some of the seasoning blend that is really tasty with this one. Try and move my microphone out of the way, it's kind of blocking me when I'm trying to taste things now. So right, here we go. We have everything. We have the chicken noodles with vegetables, the apple mango sauce, peach and everything in it apparently. Strawberry jam, peanut butter on the standard MRE crackers, some sour Skittles, cup of coffee, and a tropical punch drink, and the usual sides and bits and pieces. Hot sauce, like I said, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to put it into one of my packs for saving for later. And the usual bits on the side. I don't use like the bags, but that is it. That is everything. It looks good. Nice hot meal, hot little dessert today. So dig in. First thing we're going to do is try this without any salt, just as usual. Try it as it is, get its base flavour. Some noodle on a bit of everything. I love these long flat noodles. bit of peppers, is it, in it, and a bit of noodles and a little chunk of chicken. Yeah, it's as I said, it's quite a simple one really, the chicken noodle soup. There's not a massive taste or texture to it. The noodles kind of just dissolve, they're almost gloopy, they're not like, there's no texture to them. The vegetables are the same. I don't know if the chicken's changed or if it's just me, if it's different from a different year's one I've had, because it don't feel as stringy. It's not as stringy as the sort of chicken I'm used to and that I remember really. It is, again, it's kind of gelatinous, it's kind of you can put it on your tongue and just push it against the side of your mouth. You don't need to use your teeth or anything, and it just literally melts. It's very very soft. I'm gonna put some salt on it. It definitely needs a salt kick. A lot of salt in that. I put a lot on already, and that's only half of that. And there's nothing else for your salt to go on, so yeah, so let's try this with a bit of salt now. Looks like there's mushrooms in this as well, is that? Yeah. Bit of everything again. 100 times better with salt. Be careful with that salt actually, because that's I've made it very salty, and that's without all of it. So if you're going to do this, sparingly sprinkle that on top. If you want it a bit salty, if you want it really salty, I like it really salty, so I'm fine. Use most of this, but I still wouldn't use over that. I think if I use the rest of this, because there's still maybe up to there left, so there's still nearly half, maybe just over a quarter left. If you used all of that, it'd be very, very over the top. So usual, I'm going to try a bit of cracker on its own quickly. I'm going to leave this bit. I'm going to try a little bit on its own, and the rest is going to go. Yeah, it's like a dry, very dry plainless cracker. I'm going to crumble some in here for texture. Probably, I kind of wish I had my Cholula. It's over there somewhere. Can't be arsed finding it now, but that would go really well with this. Actually, off camera when I finish this, I'll probably add some Cholula hot sauce to it, because it's a lot better than that stuff. That one's just kind of one of them hot sauces, kind of like Tabasco really, that I find doesn't have a nice flavour. It just tastes like heat. Let's try this now with a bit of cracker in it. Definitely good adding the texture. Eat it quite quick if you do that, because I think the cracker might go very soft and then you'd lose that texture. So you could even just keep that whole and put a load on top of it maybe and just try and eat it like that, but it might be a bit of a mess. So let's try some peanut butter and jelly, or jam I should be calling it, on a cracker. That's so good. The peanut butter is just like regular MRE peanut butter. It's always tasty. It's a good quality of peanut butter. The jam is really nice. It's a really nice strawberry jam. I tried a tiny little bit of that on its own. It's like quite a thick jelly-like jam. It's very like the jam, the regular jam I buy. I don't think it's a sugar-free one, but it kind of does taste like the sugar-free one I get, but I don't think it is. I think it's a bit sweeter than that. Really tasty though. Really nice jam. A bit of tropical punch just because the crackers are still in my teeth a bit. Yeah, tastes fine. Not too sure why the powder didn't fully seem to work in that, but it still tastes fine. Really nice MRE drinks and a regular MRE coffee. And yeah, perfectly fine again. I'm not going to say what I usually say. Oh, actually, do you know what? I say it every time, so I might not say it. I might as well say it. Usually I wouldn't have sugar and the creamer, but I always just do for the video for some reason. I might start leaving it out now, like, you know, that it's how I think everyone knows what the creamer and sugar is like. Yeah, and Skittles, sour Skittles. I don't mind Skittles. I haven't really eaten them much. Never tried these sour ones. I don't think, unless I've had them in a ration, which then I apologise. My memory sucks. Mmm. They're tough Skittles. Take a while to chew. Mmm. They're really tasty. Now, the powder on the outside of them is the sour sherbet, whatever it is. When you, if you like, I guess if you got all that off and tried it, it's just a normal Skittle underneath. The sourness doesn't seem to be inside it. It seems to be. I'm gonna use a normal spoon for this. It seems to be just on the outside. Once you've got through the sourness, which is the first like 5-10 seconds, then it just tastes like a normal Skittle. Really tasty. Let's try this sauce. Yeah, really good, warmed up. It tastes like, it's like warm. It smells like warm cider, and it's it tastes like when you have a nice apple pie and you've got the warm sauce inside it. Yeah. If it weren't in a ration, something like that would be lovely with a couple of chunks of actual apple maybe, and some cream on top or something. It'd be lovely. Really tasty, really warming, and I like doing that hot. That might be a thing for me from now in the future, because I think it's the first time I've ever warmed it up, and that's everything, isn't it? Is it? That's everything, isn't it? Yeah, that is a good ration. It's a solid meal. That it's not the best. It's not amazing. It doesn't taste like much. It's one texture really. Would probably be quite nice with tortillas actually. You need the salt on it. I would prefer the seasoning blend, because I think it's a lot nicer than that hot sauce. The Skittles are a nice little add. They're a bit different to things I've been having recently, the cakes and stuff, so it's nice to have something like that. The sauce is really nice. Really, really tasty sauce. You can leave that in the packet, have it cold. Good source of energy and stuff, so. But if you warm that up, it could be really nice. And if you have, you don't get tea in these packs, do you? I was going to say a little bit of Latin black tea would be really nice to get, like a hot apple tea, hot apple cider tea could be really good. And the crackers are crackers, strawberry jam and peanut butter jelly. But well, I'm going mad. Strawberry jam and peanut butter makes a peanut butter and jelly. They go really well together. That's a perfect combination for a cracker. I'm disappointed again. As I said before, you'll see next week on last week's video. I keep confusing myself with that. You'll see next week. It's the same again. It's the same free ration I've done recently. So I'm going to try and get next one. Hopefully be able to get some before Christmas. I might be lucky. Might have a few quid spare. Might be able to get a few bits after presents or before presents. But yeah, let me know as well if you sell them. I'm not asking for freebies. I'm actually asking if you sell or anything. Well, actually not trade, because I've got nothing that I would trade at the moment. But so if you sell them, let me know. Especially if you're in Britain. So I don't have to pay massive costs of getting over and stuff like that. But Europe's not too bad actually, because I order quite a lot from Europe. I'm going to try and get some. I want to do German ration packs again and Danish ration packs, because I done my Danish ration pack was my biggest ever view video. I think it was like, I got like 5,000-6,000 views on one video, which was amazing. And but the problem was, and the funny thing is, that was before I had like a decent camera. My camera now is not perfect, but it's decent. It's a lot better than it used to be. Same with my audio. I've got a proper microphone now, much better than it used to be. So I'd like to do them again in good quality. And I don't know, it's been a couple of years since I've done some of them, so it's just nice to see if my views changed on them. Same with the French, even though I've done a French recently. Overall though, yeah, I definitely want to just start getting some more foreign rations, and some ones I haven't tried, especially Asian. I'm really looking forward to trying Asian one day, as soon as I can. Chinese, Japanese, I'm not too sure. I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese one, but I think there's a Singapore one, looks really good. I also want to try the Australasian ones. Australian, I think they do, and I think I've seen Kiwi do the Australian and New Zealand ones. So that'd be interesting. And then Canadian, also American. Let me know, hit me up if you got an American one around that you're selling. A First Strike ration one of the big ones that I've never done before. I'd love to do one of them. So yeah, let me know if you're selling, and when I've got money and attempt thing, I'll talk to you about it and I'll try and buy it. So I am RaS-Metalinfy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week will be my failed video that I recorded the other day. I'll start last week. I recorded it. Yeah, I completely failed there. So you'll see that next week. Please don't hate me too much for it. I thought I'd pull it up anyway because it was quite... I thought I'd do it for kids. That's like... Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I am RaS-Metalinfy. Thank you for watching. Hope you're all doing well, enjoying life, and everything's good for all of you. Goodbye.